Hi, I'm Rafał. I work as a writer, blogger and editor, and in this video I'm going to show you exactly how Grammarly works. I've been using the free version of the app for around 2 years, and recently I upgraded to the premium version. I'm really happy with it, so that's why I would like to share with you how I use it every day to produce better content for my blog and also edit articles for my clients. I think you are going to find it really helpful. So I will share with you all the most useful features and benefits and how to use this app to maximize your writing and editing productivity. So if you decide to set up your own account after watching this video, then please use the link in the description below. This is going to help me to produce more content like this in the future. Also, you will find timestamps in the description, so you can jump to the section that interests you the most. So with that being said, let's jump into the review. So first of all, what is Grammarly? Grammarly is a grammar checker and spelling checker you can use to correct your mistakes basically in real time, but also it's really valuable for editing content. For example, if you have a first draft and then you want to edit it to make it publishable, then Grammarly is going to help you a lot here. So I'm here on the Grammarly.com website. Here you can set up your account. You can set up a free account, which is really free. You don't have to pay anything, and it's going to give you already a couple of suggestions for the content that you are writing. There is also the app called Grammarly Keyboard, which you can use to replace the regular app you have on your mobile device. And then it's going to give you suggestions for improvement as well. This is super useful because right now around 50% of all business communications are taking place through mobile devices. So if you don't want to screw up some important email or a report or whatever you are sending from your mobile device, then I highly recommend grabbing this app. It's free as well. And Grammarly is, what I like about it is that it's available on many different platforms. So for example, Grammarly Keyboard, it's on Android, but it's also on iOS. Then you have the Grammarly browser extension that is going to guard your grammar wherever you are online. So if you are writing in a chat, if you are Skyping, if you're writing an email, it's going to check all of your grammar to make sure that you don't make any mistakes. And it's available for Chrome, then it's also available for Safari and Firefox and all of these other browsers. So then here, as you can see, you can even choose which variant of English you are writing in. I'm taking the American one here. Unfortunately, it's not available in other languages yet, but I'm sure they are working on it. But this thing alone is quite helpful because if you are editing content from writers from different parts of the world, this can come really handy to make sure that the version of English matches the version of the website on which we are going to publish the content. So then you have the app here, you have the extension, but you can also install the Grammarly app on your desktop. As you can see, I have it here in my toolbar. It's available for both Windows and iOS, which is great. And even more, you can use Grammarly with Microsoft Word, which is quite useful. So as you can see here, you have a new tab called Grammarly, right? So it's going to give you all sorts of suggestions right in the Word document, which is super helpful because here you have the document that is already formatted, which is nice. So you can see that it will give you spelling, grammar, punctuation, sentence structure, style, vocabulary enhancement. And also you can check for plagiarism. But before we get into that, let me show you how I use it to maximize my productivity and use the app to edit content for my clients. So basically you can set up the free version, or you can also go with the premium version. As you can see, right now I have this one, annual subscription. I paid $139.95, and now I can use the app for the next 12 months, which is really cool. I don't think that it's a super steep price, especially after you will see what I show you, what it can do. Okay, so for example, you can go to My Grammarly, right? So then you will land into your kind of Grammarly HQ here. And as you can see here, I have all sorts of different articles, online content that I was working on. But most of the time I'm actually using the desktop app. Right, as you can see, it's loading really fast. Okay, and here you have everything that you can see on the online version. You can easily sync all of these documents. They sync automatically. So whatever you do on your desktop is going to be synced with everything you have online, which is great if you write or edit stuff on the go. Okay, so then actually, I will show you the process of how it works, right? So you can either go with new, and then here you can just paste the content that you have. And most of the time, of course, you will write the content in Microsoft Word, or if you're like me, you will do it in Google Docs, because I find it to be a really great platform for writing, because you can collaborate with others, and also all the content is synced across all devices. And the Google Docs app is also really great for mobile devices. So first I would just write an article here in Google Docs, and then I would just do Control-C, Control-V here. So now it's already in Grammarly, and now it's going to analyze this whole document, right? So as you can see here, I have 401 alerts, which is crazy. But as you can see, this article is quite long. It's almost 7,000 words, so that's understandable. So if you are using the free version, you would probably get, I would say, 100 and something alerts. So with the premium version, you get many, many more, including the ones for engagement and delivery, which are quite cool, right? So I could do the same here in the desktop version of the app. So I would just go new, and then again I can type in the stuff, and it's going to sync across all of these different platforms. Okay, so what do we have here? You have overall score, so you can see all the stats about the current version of the article, right? So it scores better than 54% of all text checked by Grammarly. So basically this is a first draft, right? So I wouldn't expect it to be anything super special, but after we go through it with Grammarly, it's going to be much better. You can also check word length, sentence length, and readability score, right? So the higher it is, the more readable your article is. And here you can also download the PDF report. Maybe if you are working with clients and they want to know these things, it's really easy, right? So you can check different categories of alerts. So correctness, then clarity, engagement, and delivery. Or you can just go with all alerts, right? Then you have the option to send the text to proofreaders. But this is something I find a little bit expensive, right? For example, here, for this article, I would have to pay $261, which is quite steep, but I would get it back in 24 hours. So this option is available in only the premium version. But here you can also check for plagiarism. So let's click on it to see if the article is original. So here you'll say that they are checking the text, and this plagiarism feature is also available only in the premium version. But I think it's really cool because I used to use another plagiarism checker before. It's called Copyscape, right? Here you have to pay a couple of cents for each check, right? But to be honest, you'd have to pay at least like $10 a month to if you are working a lot with clients and editing the content. But here you have this plagiarism check already included in the premium version, for which you pay $11 a month. So I think this is really cool. And what I like most about it is that it will show you from which places around the web is the text taken, right? So you can see that this little fragment here also appears on this website, right? Then you can go to the next one and check it out one by one. Alerts here. So how would you go about it is that you just start with the first one, and then you have this super useful feature here, which is auto jump to the next alert, which enables you to, once you click on one suggestion, then it's going to automatically jump to the next one, right? So then you can just click on the ones you agree with really fast, or dismiss the ones you don't agree with and go through all of these alerts really fast, right? So for example, here actually all these adverbs are useless, so let's get rid of this. Passive voice, okay. I just want to show you what kind of alerts can you expect here. For example, here you have this, then a comma, okay, okay, this one I would agree with, then add a comma. Comma is really popular. Okay, it was your decision, you decided, right? So then you can add some clarity. Okay, then some tautology, another comma, and basically you just go. Then of course, if you want to deal with it, you can deal with it on the spot here, right? No. Okay, growth potential. So you will find that you will probably agree with around 85% of these suggestions, which you can see that it's a really long article, but with this auto jump to the next alert, I would go through it probably in 20 minutes and really clean up this whole article to make it more readable. But then in the end, once I have it ready in Grammarly, I would still go to a thing called the Hemingway Editor, which I have here, which is really great because it highlights the sentences that are hard to read, right? So I will just paste the article from Grammarly, which I already kind of edited here with all of these alerts. Then I would go here and still try to eliminate the sentences that are red because they will be hard to read. And once I've done this, then the article is more or less cleaned up and ready for publishing. So you have to know how to use Grammarly sometimes with other sorts of software as well, right? So what else? I can show you that also you can import, right? So it will read all sorts of text documents like the ones from Word. So you can just go here, open, and as I said before, you have all of these formatting options here. So Grammarly is going to respect the formatting, which is fantastic, because then you can easily transfer the content between different apps, right? But also Grammarly has an add-on for MS Word. So I could just open Word here, and here I have the Grammarly tab, right? So again, it will go through all of these corrections just like it would inside of the app, right? So this is nice if you have an article that you don't want to put into Grammarly and you just want to quickly correct it inside of Microsoft Word, right? So you could go again just like this and approve or disapprove of all of these suggestions. So all in all, that's how I use Grammarly. I hope you find it helpful. And again, if you liked this review, please feel free to set up your own free account on Grammarly. This is going to help me to produce more videos like this in the future. And also you can sign up, subscribe to my channel if you find this type of content useful. I'm going to be producing more videos for writers and editors in the future. So thanks for watching.